He's talking about trading Austin Reaves. Max Kellerman doubles down and says, hey, you could trade Luka, you get even more. A lot of that conversation sounds biased. So now Rich Paul has to respond. Let's go, Rich.
Yeah.
How does that work?
He understands this is not like a podcast playground. We're in the content business. And after you get done saying all these different terms, just end it with business. I'm a businessman first. This is a business. So this is my business, just like he has his business. I think it's a respectful behavior that we have towards one another. I think you see agent-client behavior. And I think the other thing that sits up under that is he knows that I wouldn't sit in here be doing, I don't do anything with malice or with spite. And if there was something I wanted to say, I go right to the source.
But that's actually a special guy, LeBron. Like I understand, and I've said this on the pod, why LeBron would be perplexed about coverage of him. Because 99, he's a 1 in a billion basketball player. And then he's expected to be a 1 in a million person too, which he really is. Like, to be in this environment and almost never, I've criticized LeBron. I've criticized LeBron about his criticism of Daryl Morey and the whole China thing. I was strong criticism of LeBron at the time. But that's here and there. Like, people can do things that deserve criticism. If you're LeBron James and you go, 99% of my game and 99% of me as a person is positive, why does the coverage feel like it's 50-50? It's out of whack, right?
Because of things like he just did.
But so what I'm saying
That's not the norm.
that is what he said. The way he supported you is not.
Hold on, I gotta interrupt. I ain't see this full shot. Yo, look at the New York shun. You know this is filmed in L.A. Yo, B, take the Timbs off, B.
Normal.
It's not normal.
That's extra. Yeah. And the interesting thing to me that you just said is, this is my business. That's his business. I thought of the.
Blah, blah, blah. Just keeping it real, LeBron is a special type. Think about it. Never has really stepped in it. Oh, he's done some things that make you say, oh, God. Oh, the whole painting, somebody painted the N-word on his gate, and we ain't got one picture. That was kind of good timing or weird, right? I ain't saying it ain't happened. I don't do that, right? I ain't got to prove something to you, but at the same time, that would have been a good time to prove something, right? Whatever. LeBron did go a little bit with the whole, like, as a black man, I was like, LeBron, I mean, everybody can know where you live, but I know where you live. And I know how you got to I know where you live and I know where you work. So I know the path you got to take. And don't tell me about how they treat you, because I'm from LA and I've had $5. Don't be trying to spook people, spook the black people. Ooh, they treat me like this. Imagine what they're going to do to you. They ain't going to do nothing to you if you don't do nothing to them. You ain't going to do nothing to you if you don't do nothing. Dog, I am 51 years old, grew up in what? All that. Ain't nobody ever mess with me. Ain't no cops mess with me. You know who mess with me? People. And then I was thankful for the cops. I was like, go get this fool. He banging on me. When I got jacked, took my hat, etc. So that was the only times that I was like looking at LeBron like, but it didn't make me say he ain't a great basketball player. That's what gets me weird. Okay, for all y'all people who don't like LeBron, okay, that's fine. But then you start knocking him down because of you don't like him, so his game ain't the same. I just want y'all to. I always bring up Michael Jackson. I'll be like, nobody, y'all don't talk to me about Michael Jackson is getting played. R. Kelly is getting played. Separate the gift from the rift. I don't even want to hear your argument. I'm a DJ. I remember playing R. Kelly after all that stuff. I was like, he doing the time. He gonna do the time. Don't mean I can't play this song. Step, round and round. What if it was your daughter? My daughter might pass the album. What who y'all raising? Who y'all raised? These aunties y'all raised by. Who the fuck? Like, you can't separate you. Oh, so you're perfect. Oh, you're not? So you want me to throw out everything about you because you did some bad things? Yes? Okay. Or when your uncle comes back from doing 7 years, he ain't accepted. Huh? No way he rehabbed. No way he's better. Shut it.
Rich Paul nor any agent has any business doing a podcast. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm like, look, you know how to watch what you say, stuff like that. But There's a whole bunch of people that believes, especially somebody as influential as him, who wheels and deals and is getting deals done and is making things happen, have no business doing a podcast. In fairness to him, there were a whole bunch of people who believe that LeBron James had no business doing a podcast. Obviously, that led to, Darvin Ham being let go by the Lakers and J.J. Redick ultimately landing that job. Nobody just has said much about it because J.J. Redick has proven himself to be one hell of a coach that is doing his thing. And by the way, who has everybody appreciating his candor about his team and what he sees from it. So that story has died down because J.J. Redick has proven to be terrific. But you have a lot of people that feel that way about folks with the podcast.
Rich
that
Paul's
are in the industry.
a different kind of celebrity.
Yes.
He's a different kind of agent.
Yes, he is.
He's a different type of
yes, he
celebrity
is.
along with him.
I don't have a problem with him
Right.
doing the podcast.
Coming up on First.
Blah, blah, blah. Just had to give her a compliment. That thing laid, girl. You laid that thing down. Then somebody told me she married to her brother, too, so, some things just add up. But that thing layered. That thing fresh. She's fresh. All right, so one more. We got one more. Well, how do Lakers feel about this?
Let's see. Ryan Lucas, thank you for the super chat. I heard RP Pod has LA and AR camp unhappy. Confirm. 2, DA got to go. 3, no way Luka is okay with this roster/play. 4, any chance Rob retires season's end. I can confirm that, people have not been happy. I'm not going to go more specific than that, but.
Huh? Man, you can't have that network mindset and mouth. This is podcast, homie. Say it with your chest.
I would just say people have not been happy with that pod and some of the comments, especially I feel like there was some of the initial stuff. Like there was the.
Why is it so hard for you? Ooh, you got one more chance. You got one more chance. You better spit it out.
They're not contenders, right? And that was one thing. And even some people inside that building might believe that at the core if you gave them truth serum. It was like one thing to think that privately, one thing to put that out publicly, but then some of the stuff that has come out since, most notably, I think recently, this whole trade Austin Reaves for Jaren Jackson Jr., who they basically averaged the same amount of rebounds, and that would have been an interesting trade a year ago, but Austin Reaves is just a straight up better player than Jaren Jackson Jr. and has more trade value than Jaren Jackson Jr. So I actually think if Memphis wants to throw in multiple picks and Gigi Jackson, then maybe that's a conversation. But the general framework of just Triple J for Austin Reaves straight up does not make any sense, in my opinion, from the Lakers side. Like, yes, the theory of Triple J makes sense, but he has not been the same defender the last couple of years. He is not a good rebounder. So if you play him at the 5, you really have to have great rebounding, which like Luka helps close some of that gap, but you need at least one more like really good rebounder, if not a couple. And like for now, okay, LeBron, but Triple J likes to play the 4. You kind of have an AD situation again. So he wants to play the 4. You need to figure out the 5 situation. Does that work with Ayton and Triple J? Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's been some interesting comments coming out of that because that is uncommon for an agent to be commenting on his player's team to this degree and saying basically, I would trade this guy, especially a guy who's sort of in contract competition for his client. So yeah.
Why was that so hard for him to say? Hey, respect to you, big dog. I know you got some insight. I know you know what you're talking about, but damn, you act like you had to pull the plug on grandma. Grandma, 117 years old. Grandma, if she could, she would. God, Lee, spit it out. All right, so he took us on that roller coaster ride of what's going on. Long story short, look, Rich Paul is doing a great job of maneuvering this, balancing this out. Like, he's saying stuff, you're like, damn, he said that? But at the same time, he ain't saying nothing that anybody else couldn't say. You think, search the internet right now. Let's trade Austin Reaves because he's going to be a max player, and let's not keep LeBron James is probably going to be gone, right? Whatever. They're going to do with his contract. Luka and Austin Reaves at our 2 maxes. Be real. Are y'all going to win? Thank you. So somebody has said this, and it's just a problem because Rich Paul said it. Grow up, you aunties. But it's not what he said. It's that he's an agent and said it. He can't make it happen. Agents work for the client. Do you know that? Agents are not the employer. They're the employee. You work for me, LeBron. LeBron can shut this down yesterday. And all Rich Paul can say either, I don't want you as a client no more, which means you ain't going to be my friend. Or he can just say, look, this is part of the game, content business. They talking about this already. Rich Paul can't join in. He got more information than the people talking about it. So let's see what LeBron thinks about it. LeBron James distances, can I say that word? Distances himself from Rich Paul's podcast comments. I told you, I think I got a problem with DIs. DIS. I can't say Disneyland without slowing down. And I can't say distances. Something wrong with my tongue. It's heavy. I think people should realize that grown men can say whatever the fuck they want to say, and it shouldn't reflect somebody else saying it. No video, just straight comments. Okay, let's get some of these quotes out of here. Rich has his perspective of what he sees. I have my perspective. I'm a grown man. Oh, God. I hate when I hear that. But go ahead. He's a grown man, and I say it too, so slap me when I say it. He's a grown man. I think people should realize that grown men can say whatever the funk they want to say, and it shouldn't reflect somebody else is saying it. It's crazy because I don't like that saying, I'm a grown man. It came from LeBron's show. If you guys have never watched this show, it was a show that he produced called Survivor's Remorse. It was insanely great. Insanely great. Like, seriously, one of the best shows. You got to watch it because it talks about somebody making it, getting money young, and what all comes from it, what all comes with it. Everything. The girls, the family dynamic, how the drama, how the teams treat you, how you got to be an adult, how you got to be the man of the house, even though you're 21. You got to tell your daddy no. It's crazy. It was an insanely great show. But there was one scene when the owner was talking to the young star, and the young star was messing up but trying not to be accountable. And he was, I'm a grown-ass man. And then the owner said this. Oh, I remember like yesterday. The owner looked at him, and he said, you know who doesn't say that they're a grown-ass man? Grown-ass men. I swear, from that moment on, I've tried to never say I'm a grown-ass man. I don't think I have too many times, but Jesus, there's levels to this. Somebody say, I'm a grown-ass man sounds so childish when you hear it that way, right? Just be an adult, be a grown man. You ain't got to tell me. Because anytime you double down on something, that redundancy really is an insecurity, but I'll talk about that later. Beat up in the comments. Ja Morant about to have a fight in damn practice, it look like. I don't know what the hell going on here, but we're going to talk through it. All right, so what y'all talking about in these comments? I got to read some of these compliments. Thank you. Blood Eagles, me eagle. He said, Marcellus, I honestly don't think people know how deep you think, brother. Oh, I appreciate that. They used to call me Reverend on my team. Yeah, they used to call me Reverend because I do like to go there. I don't care about all this fluffy shit. Like people want to talk about fluff. That's part of the reason why I wasn't as big as I could have been in sports media, amongst other reasons, is because I didn't want to fluff. I'm like, I don't care about that. But I knew the formula to be the most successful is fluff. You know, they actually want you to dumb it down. I'm like, I ain't dumbing down nothing. It's going to take me a lot longer to get where I got to go, but oh well, I'll take it. I ain't going to sound dumb and make you sound dumb because you talk, oh, Marcellus said, go Jets. Ooh, and then I start dancing around stage and stuff. Jets. Snippet says, yo, Marcellus, I was wondering, has your pickleball game improved, dog? Can y'all beat him up in the comments, y'all? Respect to you, Snippets, but nah. I'm on the shelf. I just had hip surgery. It's going to be 4 weeks this Friday. I post all about once or twice a week about my rehab. It's going amazing. Shout out to my surgeon, Jason Snibby. That's my friend and my surgeon. Rehab is at Sports Rehab. Shout out to the crew, Dr. Pat. I'm getting there, y'all. This right hip is going to be all right. The pain is going down every single day. The mobility is up and increasing. It's going down. I'm going to be sick. I am really an athlete somewhere under here, about 60 pounds under here. I'm a man. And I'm down. I've lost 19 pounds since the surgery. Yeah. I was 307. Woo, fat boy. Now I'm like 288. I'm bringing sexy back. Yep. And when I get skinny, I ain't going to know how to act. Nope. I'll be outside. I tell my wife I'm back. Yep. Oh, my God.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula. And yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so